Do your neck and shoulders always feel super tight or like you're holding a lot of tension here, or maybe you have some neck pain? Let's talk about some of the things that might be causing that and how to address them. So, if you're feeling very tight up here and you feel like your shoulders are always up here, something I usually tell my clients, and it comes from Marie Windsor, is don't wear your shoulders as earrings, meaning bring your shoulders down. And you might have been told that by a trainer or a physical therapist before, or your mom. But how we get from here to here matters. So, our shoulders, if you are up here and you just shove your shoulders down, that isn't ideal. It's probably not very comfortable because our shoulders don't actually work up and down, they work in rotation. So, see, I can rotate this in and up and then back and down, and this is relaxed. And you can see that right here. So, you can see the tension here, and you can see the tension up here. And then when I just roll it back and down, how this all smooths out. And is much more relaxed. Now, this is different than thinking about shoving your shoulders back together and then shoving them in your back pockets. That's not a cue that I'm super fond of. You might have heard that one too. And I hear it sometimes, and sometimes it's appropriate. But what happens in daily life, if you're thinking of squeezing your shoulder blades together and then shoving them in your back pockets, is they get stuck there. And that shoulder blade is supposed to glide around the rib cage, the back of the rib cage. So we're supposed to have this motion too. So if you do this and shove them down, then you're going to lose a lot of your shoulder mobility. So you can try that right now. If you take your shoulders back and then shove them down and then try to raise your arm up, you're going to feel the shoulder kind of stop it. Whereas if you just gently rotate it and let it set down in place, when you reach up, you're going to have a lot more mobility because that shoulder blade can move around. Now, that might not address all of the tension because there's another factor to your neck and shoulder tension. So what I want you to do is a little experiment for me. I want you to go to a mirror or maybe hit record on your phone and use your camera. And I want you to take a couple of breaths and see what moves in your body when you inhale. So go ahead and hit pause and do that. I'll wait. Did you do it? I hope so. I waited. What I want you to tell me now is what moved. What moved when you took an inhale? Now, what's super common that I see a lot is people will take an inhale like this. See all that tension right here? Every breath you take is up here, and these muscles are just going to get more and more tense throughout the day. And all that tension is just going to build up. There's another problem with this. These are our secondary respiratory muscles, not primary. These are here to help you get extra oxygen in the scenario of, say, you're being chased by a lion, not to be used all day long. So when we are using these muscles, it is sending a signal to our body that we are under duress. We are extreme stress, which I mean, a lot of us are, but you're not being chased by a lion, hopefully, all day. So it sends that signal to your body, and then your body releases more stress hormones, adrenaline and cortisol, raising your blood pressure and creating more stress, more tension in your body. So it is a vicious cycle. And if we can just change one thing, if we can just change our breathing, it can help that tremendously. Okay, so what do I want to move? If we're used to using all of this up here, what are you supposed to do? What I want you to think about is your rib cage. So I'm going to put my hands here on my ribs, and I'm going to take a nice inhale and exhale. See how my fingers came apart? I'll do it again. And then they come back together on the exhale. That's my rib cage moving out and in. However, it's not just moving out and in. The whole rib cage, 360 degrees, even in the back, I'm getting some expansion in the back. It's all expanding out, and then it's all coming back together. That's the diaphragm can move this way. So we're opening up the diaphragm to get that inhale, and then we're bringing it back together. So give that a try. See how it feels. See if you can get your shoulders out of it. It's probably not as easy as it sounds. It does take time and work and effort. But if you need more tips on it, let me know, and let me know how you did down below. Thanks. Have a great day.